What's going on, guys? Day 3, opening up a gym. Yep, still happening. So today, just a lot of administration work, that kind of stuff. Back end, boring kind of scenarios, just paperwork, and looking up gym management software. So things to make our clients' lives a lot easier is really high, like one of the highest things on my priority list. And the reason for that is I think that to make that as user-friendly and as easy as possible throughout the sign up, the entire time they're members, right to the time that somebody decides that it's time for them to move on, I think all of those processes have to be as easy as possible because I've seen them be so encumbered by so many things. I really want to make it as easy as possible for even people to switch ideas because goals change. Everything changes. And that's one thing that we really have to keep in mind. Working with as many people as I do in groups and teams, one-on-one clients, testing, all that kind of stuff, people change their minds when it comes to what they want to do, what they want to accomplish. And I want to be able to have a very fluid system where people can decide, they decide that they just want a membership, and maybe they want programs, and maybe they want to do groups, and maybe it's PT or testing or nutrition or any other awesome stuff that they want to be a part of. And we want to make that as easy as possible for them to sign up. And I think that's one of the most important things. From entry into not even before they get into building, the first thing that people see is your website, right? And I'm not really good at that stuff, so bear with me when it comes to the website once we start putting the facility up at VO2Peak.ca. Just bear with me, but I'm just rolling with it. I'm not waiting. This is just the push forward, and for us to just keep going. It's head down. We're just going to get the work in. April 1st is the day. Hell or high water, it's going to happen. There's not a lot that's going to really slow us down to be able to stop it from happening at this point. So with that comes all the extra work in the back end of just getting little things like today, like doing all the administration to kind of make it as easy as possible. Because I'm really excited to make that leap for you guys. And some of the recommendations you guys have for equipment in one of the previous videos, I had asked for recommendations, what you think makes a place special, what you don't really care about, what you hate about different gyms, that kind of stuff. And some of you gave me some amazing recommendations, and I really appreciate it. And trust me, man, I'm so pumped because so many of you are really voicing what we're trying to do. And there's gonna be some things, of course, we wish we can bring in. It's definitely on the list. Some amazing equipment that's out there. There's some crazy manufacturers that are doing some great things. So, and there's some just really cool tools and equipment that is really awesome and that doesn't take up a ton of room, and that even has like multiple functions as a commercial grade kind of facility, as a commercial grade piece of equipment. And we can really do a lot with it. And that's kind of the idea, like name of the game for us. The space we are moving into isn't tiny, but it's not gigantic either. But the way we're going to structure it, I think it's going to go awesome. Like really, really good. So keep the recommendations coming when it comes to what you think is important. I don't think that maybe enough of you really seen that video. And speaking of that, thank you so much for just taking the time and watching our journey. There's a few of you that are watching the videos, and we really appreciate it. Like it's something that we were kind of surprised when we decided to start posting about our issues with what we were going through with COVID, and now it's the same thing with what we're doing here. The amount of outreach from friends and colleagues, it's been amazing. And previous clients that I've had and friends that we've trained in the past that have reached out to say, hey, I'm in. I'm super, super pumped. It's going to be great to see some familiar faces. We've got a grand opening. Of course, my beautiful wife, she sees things through different lenses that I think we all wish that we could. I see things very differently, of course, than many people, but my focus is strength and conditioning, performance, and that kind of stuff. But she sees things through a much different light. You know, I don't know if many of you know of her journey and that kind of thing, but her own weight loss journey, she's lost over 70 pounds. She's done everything from classes, that was kind of like the beginning for her, all the way to powerlifting. I really wish she would have competed because she would have destroyed people, especially on the dead and bench. But anyway, that's okay. So it's just really awesome to see her and her input, and to see things through a different light, and me go, wow, like I really never thought of that. So it's to not have, you know, there's a vision that I have and that I want to attain when it comes to what I want to accomplish. But it's to be really open-minded too. That's kind of like the name of the game when it comes to this stuff. Be super open-minded when it comes to things that maybe we didn't think of, and to not just dismiss it as a dumb idea or no, I don't want to do that. There's some really cool ideas that a lot of people just aren't doing, and you kind of you wonder like why you didn't think of it, but it's because a lot of us in the industry think a certain way, and that's pretty much the long and short of it. So to get a different set of eyes, fresh, you know, a fresh brain, different perspective, really makes a big difference. And especially when it's your wife and they really want you to succeed and they want it to be awesome, because it's important, very important to them too. So that is it for today. Again, just pretty much just doing some administration, getting hooked up with some companies to for the client management systems. We've narrowed it down to a couple. You know, yeah, just kind of like looking at a menu when you're at a restaurant and you're going, when you look at it, you go, oh shit, that looks really good. And you keep going down the list, and then you kind of keep going down the list, then you just kind of come back to the first one that you did anyway. There's a lot of really cool stuff out there, and for what we want to do, there's only a couple that really fit the bill. So we're not going to do workarounds. Don't have to do workarounds, especially in today's age with the amount of software that's out there. So super excited. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. And that's it. Day 3 done.